my bookish friends, and welcome back to another video, or welcome if you are new. I thought it would be a good idea because I've seen it floating around a bit and I've seen a few other people doing it. So I thought it would be a good idea to go through my physical TBR. You can hear laughter in the background. I've got a live audience. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a bit crazy. I've been told I have a problem, but I'm a 12-year-old. But she doesn't know what she's talking about. So I figured the best way to do this is we're going to break it up. And the first bit that I'm going to go through is probably the biggest chunk of my TBR. Because these books I've collected for years. They're all by my favourite author, James Patterson. So I've got a mixture here, mostly series, some standalones. Now, some of these I have read before, but it was so long ago, and there's been so many more books out in the series, for example, since I last read them, that I don't remember nothing. So unfortunately, I've got to start again. So I think the first thing we're going to start with is the Michael Bennett series. I believe they're up to about 16. I've only got 12. So let's just get going because we're going to be here for a while and I don't want this video to be hours and hours and hours long. So we have Step on a Crack. We have Run for Your Life. We have Worst Case. TikTok. I'm Michael Bennett. Gone. Burn. Can you stop commentating over there? Alert. Bullseye. Haunted. Ambush. And Blindside. So they're the 12 that I have for that series. As punishment, you can come and put these back in order. Next, we are going to go... Next, we're going to go with my all-time favourite series, all-time favourite detective. It is, of course, Alex Cross. We are, I think, up to like 32, 33. But yeah, let's go. So we have Along Came a Spider. We have Kiss the Girls. We have Jack and Jill. We have Cat and Mouse. Pop Goes the Weasel. We have Roses Are Red.
Violets.
Yep, Violets Are Blue. We have Four Blind Mice. We have The Big Bad Wolf. We have London Bridges. Mary Mary. Cross. Continuing. We have Double Cross. We have Cross Country. We have Alex Cross's Trial. We have I, Alex Cross. Crossfire. Kill Alex Cross. Merry Christmas, Alex Cross.
Do you want some help there?
I think I've got it. I've got it. Alex Cross Run. Cross My Heart.
Yeah, you know what?
And last stack, we have Hope to Die. We have Cross Justice. We have Cross the Line. We have The People versus Alex Cross. We have Target. We have Crisscross. Deadly Cross. And Fear No Evil. There are, I think, 3 missing from this series that I do not have. But I've got to start that series from the beginning, hence the reason I've shown you. Now, next is the private series. Again, I don't have some of them.
This is private information.
Thank you. Got my own commentator for this video. So these are the 3 that I have left physically of this series. I have The Games, I have Private Delhi, and Private Moscow. Okay, so that is the private series. Next, I have, this is, I believe, a duology. So we have Invisible and we have Unsolved. Then we have the Confessions series. I'm currently in the middle of the first one. And then I have Confessions, The Private School Murders, and Confessions, The Paris Mysteries. Then I've got NYPD Red 6. I think there's only one more of that series. I also then have Killer Instinct. This is book 2 out of 3. And then I have Texas Ranger and Texas Outlaw, which are both part of the same series. This is a little standalone. James Patterson also very rarely sometimes does romance. And this is one of the only ones I think I haven't read. And this one is called First Love. Then we have some standalones here. So we have The Summer House. We have Don't Blink. Truth or Die. We have The Black Book. I think there is another one to that series now as well. These are based on true stories, true crime basically. There's a few of these, but this is the only one I have left at the moment. James Patterson, Murder Thy Neighbour. Really good. We have First Case. We've got Judge and Jury. The Quickie. Hide and Seek. Honeymoon. And Second Honeymoon. And finally, this is the last James Patterson stack. This is the Women's Murder Club series. Again, I've got the last few missing that I need to collect, but I've got to read these from the start because I've forgotten. So we have First to Die, Second Chance, we have Third Degree, 4th of July, we have The Fifth Horseman, we have Sixth Target, and we have Seventh Heaven. Then we have, whoops, I'm making a mess over here. We have Eighth Confession. We have Ninth Judgment. We have 10th Anniversary. We have 11th Hour. We have 12th of Never. And Unlucky 13. And we have 14th Deadly Sin, 15th Affair, 16th Seduction, 17th Suspect, 18th Abduction, 19th Christmas, and 20th Victim. So those are all my James Pattersons. Now let's go for my next little stack. Okay, next stack. So this is the D.D. Warren series by Lisa Gardner. So we have Alone, we have Hide, The Neighbour, Live to Tell, Love You More, Catch Me, Touch and Go, Fear Nothing, Find Her, Look for Me, Never Tell, and Crash and Burn. Now our next stack is the rest of the Rosolian Isles series by Tess Gerritsen. So I have Body Double, Vanish, The Mephisto Club, Keeping the Dead, The Killing Place, The Silent Girl, Last to Die, and Die Again. I think there's one or two that I don't have in that series that I do need to get. Okay, and then we have the Helen Grey series by MJ Aldridge. Again, I've read some of these, but I'm going to have to start again. So we have Eeny Meeny, we have Pop Goes the Weasel, Doll's House, Liar Liar, Little Boy Blue, Hide and Seek, Love Me Not, Down to the Woods, All Fall Down, and Truth or Dare. I think there may be one or two more in that one as well, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to switch around and get ready for the next stack. Okay, here we go, next stack. So these are the books that I have left in the Disney Twisted Tales series. I think there's about 4 or 5 out that I don't have yet, but I have Unbirthday, and this one is by Liz Braswell. I have Go the Distance. This one is by Jen Calonita. I have Almost There, which is Farah Rochon. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Sorry if I've butchered it. And When You Wish Upon a Star, which is Elizabeth Lim. So I have those ones. Then I have the D.I. Kelly Porter series. I have the first 5 books. I think there's 8 in total, or 9. So I have Dark Game, Deep Fear, Dead End, Bitter Edge, and Bold Lies. Okay, then to finish off the Max Wolf series by Tony Parsons, I have Taken. These are all by the same author. These are all Peter James books. These are part of a detective series, Roy Grace, that's his name. But these are, 3 of them are the Roy Grace series, but they're random ones, so I don't know what numbers they are. I've got You Are Dead, Dead If You Don't, and Want You Dead. And then I have Standalone by the same author, Peter James, which is Perfect People. Okay. Then I have, these are my Stephen Kings. I have one more Stephen King. So I have Salem's Lot, The Outsider, The Shining, and of course we have It. It intimidates me very much. It's a massive book. Then we have, by Michael Crichton, we've got the 2 Jurassic Park books. We've got Jurassic Park and The Lost World. I haven't even taken those out of the little packet. Then we've got Harry Potter and the Cursed Child by J.K. Rowling. We have half of Sherlock Holmes, I am halfway through, by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. And then we have by P.L. Travers, the Mary Poppins collection. Let me get my next stack. So, next stack, I actually just found this. It's part of the Helen Grey series. It was in a bag that someone gave me with some secondhand books. So, I don't know which number it is, but it's Cat and Mouse. So, I'm just going to add that there. Now, this is the bunch that came in the bag that I was given. So, we've got Harlan Coben, The Match. We have Life of Crime by Kimberly Chambers. We have The Summer Girl by Jenny Blackhurst. We have Karen Slaughter, Girl Forgotten. We have The Darkest Evening by Anne Cleeves. The Other Guest by Helen Cooper. Hard Girls by Martina Cole. I don't know if any of these are part of a series, by the way, or whether they're just standalones. A Stranger on Board by Cameron Ward. And Gallery of the Dead by Chris Carter. Then I have Son of Escobar by Robert Sendoya Escobar. I have The Distant Echo by Val McDermid. And then we also have 1979 by Val McDermid. I then have The Echo Man by Sam Holland. And The Jigsaw Man by Nadine Matheson. Then we have Abandon by Meg Colbert. Disobey by Jackie Rose. And The Book of You by Claire Kendall. And then I have 2 Karen Slaughter books, both I think the start of a series. We have Blindsighted, and then we have Triptych. There we go. Then I've got The Lost Treasure of the Templars by James Becker. Ruth Rendell, The Girl Next Door. And Ruth Rendell, The Vault. Then we have, in the Dinner Lady Detective series, we have An Unfortunate Christmas Murder. This is by Hannah Hendy. Then we have A Terrible Village Poisoning. And lastly, A Frightfully Fatal Affair. Then we have The Distant Dead by Heather Young. We have The Mansfield Park Murder by Lynn Shepherd. The Dark Side of the Mind by Kerry Danes. The Christmas Murder Game by Alexandra Benedict. Alex Walter, Lost Hours. And then by James Herbert we have Ash. And we have Haunted. I think there's one or two more in that little series, which I don't have. Then we have Helen Cresswell, Moondial. The Silent Ones by Ali Knight. We have I Will Find You by Harlan Coben. We have Livid by Patricia Cornwell, which is part of the Kay Scarpetta series. I think it's like one of the latest ones. Again, this is over 20 books, but obviously I don't have all of them. We have Mark Billingham. We've got Sleepyhead. We have Lazy Bones. And we have Rabbit Hole. Those are all by Mark Billingham. Then we have Linda LaPlante, Pure Evil. Cold-Blooded Liar by Karen Rose. And Michelle Campbell, A Stranger on the Beach. And then by Mark Pearson, we have Hard Evidence. Murder Club. And Death Row. I believe there's one more in that little series that I need to get. And then by Simon Kernick, we have Siege, The Business of Dying, and We Can See You. Now I'm going to get my last little stack and then we're going to move on to the cart. Okay, let's keep going. We have... This is The Haunting of Aveline Jones by Phil Hicks. And then we have The Vanishing of Aveline Jones. And The Bewitching of Aveline Jones. Then we have The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore. Oops. The Kiss Curse by Erin Sterling. Long Live the Pumpkin Queen by Shay Earnshaw. Love in the Time of Serial Killers by Alicia Thompson. Could It Be Magic by Melanie Rose. We have Hex Appeal by Kate Johnson. And then we also have Hex and the City by Kate Johnson. Now, these are all mostly Christmas books. So we have One More Christmas at the Castle by Trisha Ashley. We have Baby It's Cold Outside by Emily Bell. Kate Fjord, Paradise Fields. Jenny Colgan, The Christmas Bookshop. Emma Hetherington, This Christmas. Snowflakes Over the Starfish Cafe by Jessica Redland. Snowflakes on Silver Cove by Holly Martin. We have Operation Nativity by Jenny Pearson. A Boy Called Christmas by Matt Haig. It Always Snows on Mistletoe Square by Ali McNamara. Just for Christmas by Scarlett Bailey. That Festive Feeling by Heidi Swain. Merrily Ever After by Kathy Bramley. Let It Snow by Beth Moran. And Love Light Farms by BK Borison. Then I have two random hardbacks here. So I have The Confession by John Grisham. And then we have Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. And here is a small stack of romance. So I have My Summer of Magic Moments by Caroline Roberts. A Whiff of Scandal by Carol Matthews. If I Never Met You by Mari McFarlane. Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. And Little Beach Street Bakery by Jenny Colgan. Now we're going to do my cart. So let's just bring this forward. So I'll start with these little three I have on the bottom. Actually, I'll leave that one there. So I have Beth O'Leary, The No Show. Another Carol Matthews, The Cake Shop in the Garden. Then we have, if you can see this, probably not. There we go. We have The Noise by James Patterson. There's one I forgot. We have The Shadows of Rutherford House by C.E. Rose. The People Before by Charlotte Northedge. Murder in the Family by Cara Hunter. Phantom by Joe Nesbo. Slaughterhouse Farm by T. Orr Monroe. The Mirror Man by Lars Kepler. The Book of Cold Cases by Simone St. James. And then we have The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Then we have Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. We have, do it this way, Icebreaker and Wildfire by Hannah Grace. We have The Do-Over and Betting on You by Lynn Painter. We have Summer of Love by Katie Fjord. And A Rose Petal Summer, also by Katie Fjord. Then we have The Flip Side by James Bailey. Enemies to Lovers by Amelia Jones. Book Lovers by Emily Henry. The Dead Romantics, Ashley Poston. We have Weather Girl by Rachel Lynn Solomon. Then we have The Chakra Fix by Juliet Thornberry. These are my middle grades. I've got The Summer I Robbed a Bank by David O'Doherty. The Hatmakers by Tamsin Merchant. And then The Great Dream Robbery by Greg James and Chris Smith. I have Times Convert by Deborah Harkness. Witch Hunt by Sid Moore. Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Maher. Like a Charm by Kerry Barrett. Every Wish Way by Shannon Bright. Then we have the Chestnut Spring series by Elsie Silver. So we have Flawless, Heartless, Powerless, and Reckless. And then, just chuck those there, we have Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. We have Powerless by Lauren Roberts. We have Throne of the Fallen by Kerry Maniscalco. The Worst Best Man by Lucy Score. The Boys from Biloxi by John Grisham. The Whistling by Rebecca Netley. Case Sensitive by A.K. Turner. The Bookshop on the Shore by Jenny Colgan. Ali McNamara, Cornish Clouds and Silver Lining Skies. The Shadow Friend by Alex North. And then lastly, Revenge by James Patterson. And that, my friends, is all of them. So hopefully Editing Ashton is going to have the final number up here for you to see. I'm pretty sure we're probably looking over the 200 mark. I have managed to read, it was more because obviously I've been trying to get my TBR down since the beginning of the year, since January. January, I think, for my physical TBR, I read 6. And then in February, I read 7. And then in March, I read 4. So, what's that? 17. So whatever that number was, it was 17 more. Yeah. This is why I'm on a book buying ban, guys. Okay? And I was planning to break that book buying ban in May for my birthday. But now I don't know if I should. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. But listen, I'm a collector. I love books. And I will read all of these books. I will. At some point, I will. That's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below. Let me know how many books do you have on your physical TBR. Please tell me I'm not alone in these big numbers. Please. Thanks for joining me again for another video. Please like and subscribe, and you know what to do. But I'm now gonna have to go and put all of this away. That's the worst part of the videos, is actually putting the books back, and I know that you guys can relate to that. But anyway, I'm gonna stop jabbering now. That's it from me, and I will see you in whatever comes next.